over the past few weeks, we've been given the task of examining the management styles of two household name brands, Dyson and Kodak. As a group, we've made extensive research into both these companies and have examined how the development of technology has had a profound effect on both the management and success of Dyson and Kodak. But before we discuss exactly why this appears to be the case, it's important to quickly explain the extent to which technology has changed the modern world and how this has affected the business world at large. We only need to go back about 100 years in time to realise how much has changed. In the late 1800s, there were no planes, cars, radios or televisions. Technology obviously generates huge social change, and although we may not realise at first, this in turn affects the business world. The invention of white goods like freezers and washing machines meant that women could more easily engage in part-time work, thus increasing the available workforce. Even the invention of air conditioning is significant in that it is easier to work in an environment where the heat is reduced. Technology also has led to certain managing developments, for example, video conferencing through Skype, and has also allowed for telecommuting. And while technology can create huge new business opportunities, it also has the power to destroy certain industries, and this is what we're about to find out. The first company we'll look at this week is Kodak. The Eastman Kodak Company was founded in 1881 in Rochester, New York. The company pioneered the mass production of pocket-sized cameras and coloured film photographic technologies, and by the mid-20th century, it dominated the international market. However, when Japanese competitors entered the market with their digital cameras, Kodak soon lost its dominant position. Since 1988, 115,000 jobs have been cut, and in the end, Kodak was declared bankrupt. Their decline since the start of the 21st century has been both swift and brutal. The second company this week is Dyson. As I'm sure you all know, James Dyson invented the first bagless vacuum cleaner back in 1978, and after years of improvements and over 5,000 prototypes later, his invention hit the UK market in 1993 and the Dyson company was founded. Dyson's vacuums now dominate the UK market and also account for a substantial share of other markets. The company has expanded its range of products to include the Airblade hand dryer and bladeless fans. The company now employs over 4,000 people, and according to the Sunday Times Rich List 2013, James Dyson's net worth stands at approximately £3 billion. I'll now pass you on to Joe, who will discuss the first issue we have looked at this week.
Hi, I'm just going to go through the problems that Kodak faced. Just to give you an idea of the size and ubiquity of Kodak, its films were used on the Apollo 11 missions, which landed on the moon. In the 1970s, it controlled 90% of the film market in the USA and 85% of the camera market, making it practically a monopoly. In 1974, it developed the first digital camera, and as a result had over 1,000 patents relating to it, which was more than any other company in the world. So how did such a humongous company collapse in 2012? Firstly, there's the technological reasons. Obviously, the rise of the digital cameras was its key turning point. However, there's many factors within that. It's important to recognise that Kodak didn't ignore the technological revolution. As I said, it invented the first digital camera. It also developed the first consumer digital camera with Apple, the Apple QuickTake, which is that one there. It developed the Canon's first line of digital cameras in the early 90s. And it also developed a system called Advantix, which was the first way of basically putting film onto a private computer to be shared on the web. However, this technology was really undesirable when it was first released. So it was expensive, they were bulky, they took very poor quality photos. And using Apple QuickTime, they took a 0.2 megapixel photo, which is extremely poor. Other problems were the much smaller profit margins. So whilst Kodak was used to profit margins of around 60 to 70%, it was looking at around 30% with digital cameras, or in Kodak's case, 0%. That sort of makes it understandable that Kodak what didn't they do? They didn't pursue digital cameras in the early 1990s. But even when they did pursue digital cameras in the 2000s, they experienced problems mainly with camera phones. Because if you look at the graph here, whilst early on digital cameras are sort of growing and have quite a big growth, but in 2006 it's beginning to sort of plateau a bit, whilst camera phones are sort of accelerating very rapidly. In 2005 alone, they've grown 180%. And all digital all camera companies really faced that, so it wasn't really just Kodak's fault. However, in my view, the problems were mainly managerial. Kodak was historically very paternalistic, inward-looking in nature. It was sort of very delusional about its own power. So in the 1980s, Fujifilm managed to take 30% of its market share right from under its nose, and that's when it was a massive monopoly. It had quite a big problem with focus as well, because in 1993, it spent $5 billion on digital research, but this is split between 23 different camera projects. So it shows they didn't really have much direction. They were just sort of throwing money around, thinking, where should we go with this? In 1997, they began to have some quite bad problems with finance. So they brought in a man called George Fisher, who was from Motorola, and he was chosen for his technological background. However, when he came in, he started cost-cutting quite a lot and cut pensions and bonuses. And effectively, he changed the management style from much more garden management to a sort of machine metaphor management. But effectively, it alienated staff and made them even more hostile to his idea of a digital future for the company. When Fisher's plans failed, they brought in a CEO called Perez, who was a digital imaging specialist. But he wasn't a very good manager, really. Widely condemned. In 2007, he sold the company's X-ray business, which was its most profitable arm. He didn't really want to spend the money upgrading it to a digital service. And many critics have said that he should have just cut the consumer arm, sold it off, and instead focused on this much more commercial-based, which is what they do now. Yes, and in 2011, he was named the worst CEO of all time. So that really goes to show how incompetent he was seen. And now I'm going to pass on to Anna. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. So this slide shows basically all the products Kodak used to make. So you've got digital cameras, camcorders, printers, inks, kiosks, disposable cameras, albums. But currently what they make now, after emerging from bankruptcy, is inks and commercial printers. And now I shall pass on to Anna, who will do Kodak.
James Dyson's management has influenced the business's performance greatly. The following quote excellently summarises how he has managed the business. One of the most important things is I spend time not in my glass office here, but going among creative people, not just the engineers, making sure they're doing creative things. I don't mean I go around like a policeman, more just encouraging creativity. And this quote is from James Dyson himself. The quote emphasises that Dyson has adopted a democratic leadership style, and therefore decisions within the business are made collaboratively. But why? To encourage creativity, innovation, whilst also creating a positive working environment. James Dyson takes this seriously as he has no time for memos or emails and would rather encourage and favour face-to-face communication. Innovation is central to Dyson's management, and it is in fact what drives the business. Indeed, Dyson recruits often students straight from university to bring new ideas and enthusiasm into the organisation. In his own words, he encourages a student-to-feel working environment. As a result of this successful management, the brand is continuing to evolve and improve in the market. And indeed, in 2012, profits reached £364 million. Perhaps this is most likely to be because employees were valued and motivated, causing an increase in productivity, creating a positive brand image for Dyson, and increasing brand awareness. Dyson's marketing objective is to continue to penetrate the market using the profits of £364 million. Indeed, Dyson plans to hire 250 engineers in the UK and also plans to be selling in 65 cities in the near future. Also, Dyson's management has led to the company to be innovative, creative and competitive. What is it that makes their technology so special? Well, it's a cyclone technology.
This is Dyson's solution to the problem of vacuum cleaners losing suction. Patented cyclone technology, now with 3 stages. One for bigger dirt, one for smaller dirt, and one for microscopic dust. In 2 new Dyson vacuum cleaners, big or small, with no bag and no loss of suction.
Cyclone technology has been the key turning point for Dyson. And as we can see from this clip, Dyson are trying to create a science lesson for consumers compared to a typical TV advertisement, trying to encourage and attract potential customers. Dyson designed their products in the UK and manufactured them in Malaysia due to the idea of a comparative advantage. The UK have a comparative advantage in technology, whereas in Malaysia they have shows Dyson's product portfolio. We see 26 creative products. Dyson are meeting different demands of different consumers, contributing to the brand's success. I will now pass you on to Dan, who will talk about the financial performance of both Dyson and Kodak.
At its height, Kodak was a brilliant example of a cash cow company. It was listed on the Dow Jones Index in America for the 100 biggest companies for 74 years, between 1930 and 2004. At its peak in the 1970s, it was making multi-billion-dollar profits annually. It was seen as a safe place for investors of both pensions and savings to put their money. However, it never matched the success of the 70s and early 80s. A $10,000 investment in 1972 would be worth just $2.19 today. This shows the risks of investing in the stock market. Profits turned to losses by the mid to late 2000s. It was losing around $60 for every camera that it sold. However, it tried to rely on the profitable film developing section of the business, which was dwindling as people switched to digital cameras instead. It filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2011 with debts of more than $7 billion. It emerged, however, in 2013 after cutting 50,000 jobs and selling around $1 billion worth of patents. Its share ceased trading at around 3 cents. It had a devastating impact on anyone who invested in the company. It recently settled a $2.8 billion lawsuit with the UK pensions investment firm. This was one of the biggest investors in Kodak at the time. Shares resumed trading as of last week. As you can see from this graph, Kodak shares recovered slightly towards the late 90s and fell away towards the bankruptcy there, virtually nothing. Unlike Kodak, Dyson was an example of a rising star company. Both profits and assets are up, and it doesn't trade on the stock market. This means it's not as driven by profits as Kodak was. James Dyson has a personal fortune estimated at $4.4 billion. This makes him the 7th richest man in the UK and 286th richest in the world. In 2012, the profits of Dyson were estimated at £364 million. No dividends were paid to shareholders, as there aren't any, therefore he can focus on more ethical needs throughout his company. Dyson also donates to various charities, including medical research charities and the James Dyson Foundation. This improves brand image and public perception of Dyson. The James Dyson Foundation was set up in 2002 and supports young people, encouraging them to take risks and innovate. It aims to solve 21st century problems of sustainability, a lack of housing, and an aging population by promoting engineering and science. The foundation opened its first science centre in 2004, which attracts up to 5,000 daily visitors. It raised $2.76 million for breakthrough breast cancer research by selling a special edition vacuum cleaner. This promotes a strong ethical brand and sense of corporate responsibility throughout Dyson.
These very quick videos just basically emphasise what Dan's saying about the effect of Kodak's downfall in its share price on the pension firm, and also the effect of Dyson's success on the Dyson Foundation.
At the James Dyson Foundation, we want to inspire the next generation of scientists and engineers. And we want to do this by hands-on learning and experimentation.
As a way to plug a gap in a pension fund, it's pretty innovative. Kodak is selling its remaining non-core businesses for $650 million to its UK pension scheme. In return, they'll drop a $2.8 billion claim against Kodak, allowing the US firm to finally exit bankruptcy. But the deal has come under fire. Some pensions experts say the fund should have been allowed to enter the industry-funded Pensions Protection Fund, or PPF, instead. Stephen Ross, chair of the Kodak Pension Plan, rejects that criticism and says the UK pensions regulator, which approved the deal, was no pushover.
They gave our advisors a really hard time, as they should, as they do. And I think they know, and we know, and the PPF know that this was by far the best settlement. And you know, it would be quite illogical to have done anything else.
Okay, so before we conclude, it's important to discuss the key management lessons that we've learned from the triumphs of Dyson and from the failures of Kodak. In the case of Dyson, innovation is key. Dyson is an example of a highly successful company anticipate consumer demand. And there is no doubt that the management and leadership styles of James Dyson were a huge contributing factor to the success of the company. Kodak, on the other hand, were simply 2 steps behind and allowed technology to win the race. They failed to spot the significance of digital cameras and were crushed by new entrants to the market. It is fair to blame the incompetent management team behind Kodak for its failure. They made a series of poor strategic decisions and their target market almost disappeared. Having recently emerged from bankruptcy in September of this year, and with plans to primarily operate in the commercial printing industry, the future of Kodak is quite uncertain. However, the future of Dyson appears to be bright, with rumours of a silent hairdryer in the mill, and the fact that the Dyson brand is continuing to grow as a whole. It is likely that James Dyson will be counting his fortunes for years to come, providing he continues to manage the company in an effective manner. So as a final point, when we think about what future developments technology has in store for the world, the possibilities seem endless and are probably unimaginable. And while this will affect the business world in more ways than one, it is important to remember that business will also influence these future developments. At the minute, 2/3 of investment in the UK is accounted for by private sector companies. Essentially, the two things are connected, and adjacent to this lies the role of management. Bill Gates once said that technology is just a tool. In terms of getting the kids together and motivating them, the teacher is most important. If we replace the teacher with a manager and the kids with a dedicated workforce, we can see how this makes sense. Successful management is vital in the running of every business, and as technology moves with times, so should the different management styles. If this does happen, then there is no reason